What is going on, you lunatics? Guys, I know it's been a few days since I've given you any kind of update here, but really hasn't been anything to talk about. Luna Classic has been pegged to the market. USTC has been pegged to the market. They've been doing the same things. You don't like to see that. You want to see it just moving back and forth so that you can make plays on it, because then it gets just kind of boring because all it's doing is just moving along with the market, right? But there are a few little developments over here that we should talk about and go into real quick. We're going to check the price action. We're going to check those things out, and we're going to kick it right off with price action. Now, you can see here for the last 5 hours, had a little bit of a move to the upside. You'll get USTC, almost the same thing, but there was a little bit of downward motion in the last hour on USTC. Now, the one thing that I will say is this is the first variance. If I flip back and forth here, and you can kind of look at it, this is literally the first little deviation from them pumping identically in a little while. So maybe that's a sign that there is something that has changed, but I don't think that that is the case. I don't think that's the case at all. I think what we're seeing right here is not a decoupling so much as just some traders picking up a little bit of each, because we're gonna have an announcement coming fairly soon, right? And the reason for that is there were some updates from Ed Kim. Now let's move on to Station, and we can see over here that the only thing that we have is 13,391. I'm sorry, 11,391. These are just bogus, just garbage things that are thrown up by people. But add auto withdrawal and auto burn buttons on Terra Station. You can see that submitted 11 days ago. Ends in 1 day. Not even going to get close. Listen, there's just some crazy proposals out here. A bunch of people who think they know better than a developer or anybody else, and they want to burn more tokens, stuff like that. Like, look, the burns are good because you see progress, right? But the burns are not doing anything. They're not doing anything, and people see that. That's a problem. The repegging, that's what everybody should be focused on right now. When you see the repegging, then this price action over here, it starts to go parabolic. Now, when you get the announcement of that, what do you expect to see? Well, if you move back here to the day chart, I'm just going to give you an idea over here, but that's when you start looking at this 306,000 move one more time. That's what you're looking at when you see the announcement of pegging. Okay. Anything else that at this point, not going to move the chart. Now, we look over here, 748. Remember, when we started covering this, it was 784. So we are now down overall in market cap to our best situation before. Down 20% in trading volume today at 70 million. And when you move over here to USTC, it doesn't even look as good either. 217 million market cap and 11 million in volume, down 30% over the previous. Now it will all pick back up. A lot of this has to do with the overall conditions of the market. Now there is some pumping going on in the market. I'm not saying that there's not, but it's limited to Bitcoin and maybe some Ethereum, right? Because people are trying to pump the overall chart. And the way it works is very simple. You pump Bitcoin, you pump Ethereum, you make a bunch of money, and then you start investing it in the altcoins, and that's when the money comes back into Luna Classic and Terra and USTC. So, but we need that repeg in order for something real to happen. But there is also something here that came out from Ed Kim. People are talking about Ed Kim leaving, but he's not really leaving. Here's what's going on. Here I outline some concrete next steps that I will take in the short term, refocusing all my efforts to build out the ML Cosmos app chain for beta release in the next 3 to 6 months. I will likely be asking the L1 team for help when needed, help gain consensus on experimental team to work on USTC issues that can innovate quickly via additional app chains. If this is the path they want to go, I will volunteer to assist with app chain level technology. Continue funding L1 team in Q2 to upgrade Cosmowasm and IBC interchain accounts. I will volunteer to help when needed. Pass over TGF operations to Marco. TGF report on activity, spending, and future plans will be shared later this week. And then gain consensus from the community on legal representation. And the important thing here is pass over the TGF from Marco. So this is where we're going to get some idea on some future plans. And listen, if you go back and you look at some of the things that were supposed to be done, they're just not done yet, right? It's taking a little bit longer than anybody anticipated and anybody thought. And that's caused a little bit of lack of enthusiasm from the investment base. So that's what's going on. That's what's happening. It's a slow but evolving set of circumstances. We're getting everything back up and operational, and then we've got a baby, and we just have to let it grow. So it's not financial advice. My name is Bleeves. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish I had more information for you, but it's been kind of a slow building sort of period of time, getting everything back to rights. Remember, this was a broken chain, and it is now being set right. So hopefully we'll start to see a lot of positivity coming out of it very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell to be notified, and leave a comment down below. It's very important. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you again.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining